I sit at the window and watch my breath fog up the glass. The road ahead is unclear, but I remain, and so did you, and so did we, each at our own window, watching the world spin. As the curtains close, we shut our eyes and dream of the day we can embrace our friends, and our definitions change. A bubble is not made of soap, but of people that you trust. Fun is not concerts, but 6 feet apart in lawn chairs. Dinner is now takeout or homemade. Masks are a given and hugs are unavailable. Sometimes I just wish the world would stop in its tracks so that everything just stayed simple and stayed beautiful. But here we are. After seeing a loss of light in the depths of leukemia, we are still standing, each at our windows watching the world spin. And on the days it feels so unfair, the sun could rise amidst our pain. You should know that the world is waiting for you, that there is so much hidden exquisiteness you have yet to uncover. So while we all sit at our windows and dream of somethingness, know that flowers still bloom in the shade.
Let me go. I don't wanna be your hero. I don't wanna be a big man. I just wanna fight with everyone else. Your masquerade. I don't wanna be a part of your parade. Everyone deserves a chance to walk with everyone else while holding down a job to keep my girl around, and maybe buy me some new strings and her a night out on the weekend.
Miss can't even describe the feeling that I have. There's no word. I think about him 24/7. All that runs through my head is, when will I be able to see him again? And I know the answer deep down, but I can't even put it in words.
I never not think about him, and I think I feel that way, and I think anyone who's close to Ryan feel that way. And it's an impossible task to not think about him 24/7.
Every single time, right when I went to sleep, his face would be in my mind, and I couldn't go to sleep not thinking about him.
Yeah, I miss him a lot, and right now it's as hard as it's ever been, and I miss him more than I've ever missed him. People say with time it gets better, but I'm sure for me, the longer you're not with him is the harder it gets.
But missing him is complete understatement. We think about him 24/7. It's a thought that can never escape our mind, and we don't know if it ever will.
I miss all of him. Just miss the sound of his laughter.
And I'm really happy, lucky to have met him, and I miss and love him very, very much.
Ryan, he was my twin brother.
How did you find out?
I was driving actually to the accident, and then my dad called and he told us, me and my mom.
Do you ever think about him?
All the time. Yeah, I miss him a lot. Whenever I think of Ryan, I just think of we would go on walks every night during quarantine, and we would listen to this one song called Honeybee right when we started the walk, and we'd just make up dances every night. We'd be spinning in the middle of the street, and we wouldn't care, and we would just it was just so special because even when someone would call him when we were on our walks, he would just tell them that he was he would always pay attention to the person he was with, and he just showed so much care.
When I found out, it was such a weird, because people in my own family have died and stuff like that, so but that's never affected me, and it felt really like a weird impact because we weren't close enough where it felt like I lost a family member, but I knew how much his energy affected me and how he affected the school. So it was just I really I felt more sad than losing my own family member, and I just didn't know how to feel about it.
know Ryan?
I know Ryan. Woo! Yeah, he's a character, man. My best friend, yeah. There hasn't been a moment where he wasn't in my thoughts and just thinking about him every time. Like, his hugs, they're just so like warm and touching. Like anytime it rub your belly, even. That's every time I just think of a memory, I smile. It's because every memory is funny and every memory is unique. But try to think of just a specific one. It's almost too hard to do.
It's just also a testament to the Coppell family. Like, they were so strong throughout the whole thing, through the experience I'm going through right now. It's super motivating. They're what they went through, and they're through it now, and they're on the mend, and they're, you know, going through life and continuing. You know, that's been a real, you know, kick in the butt to get better. You know, because you can't give up. I tried to be more mature, and you know, I attribute a lot of that to Ryan, and just he was always so positive. You know, he always wanted to help, and I think a lot of like new friendships that I have just sprung because he made me the person I am now.
Thank you for making me feel so safe. Just something about your energy and your way in the world. Beautiful.
Just probably I love you, because what else can you really say when there's so many words that you would want to say, but there's just not enough time.
I just tell him I love him. I'd say
we get lost in each other's eyes.
A lot. Like, he was such like an amazing person, like an amazing, like, happy soul.
Like, I get to know this person. Like, what a privilege in my life. Like, out of 7 billion people, I get to know him.
Could you imagine where our lives would lead? That silly ring, it wasn't meant to be. Luckily I saw in me something I couldn't see. Honeybee, I can't imagine how my life would be if all your gravity did not hit me. Oh, don't you see, darling, my honeybee.
So socially, I feel like I forgot kind of like how to socialize with people. And I feel like we missed out on a lot of opportunities that really shape teenagers' lives.
How has Corona affected you?
I think it made me a different person, for better or for worse.
I don't really consider it like old life, new life. More of like just a roadblock, because like we still have FaceTime, we still have like Zoom.
Worst thing about staying at home is that I can't see my friends.
I do miss going into the lab for science and stuff like that. Getting to be on campus.
Connection with in person makes it so much better. That it was very hard, especially the connections, the new students, the building relationships, all of that was very hard. I love you guys. Love you so much. It's like everything that's happening changed my day as if you were my own kids. I got really connected to everybody. The fact that it's the second year we're together, everything that's happened, got us bond together. You know, more students are sharing more things with me, so I feel that I know you guys more, and I can't wait to next year to be together for another year. So.
One Friday night a couple months ago, I was talking to my friend Sam about going on a college road trip together and all these fun experiences we were hoping to have. And we were supposed to go to In-N-Out the next day to hang out and watch Harry Potter in the parking lot. But he the whole night was complaining about a butt pain, kind of like an uncomfort. And then the next day he texted me that he was going to the hospital to get it all checked out. Little did I know that that butt pain that he was complaining about would amount to so much more. He, the next 2 days later, called me, and I was in the shower, and I saw the caller ID, and I assumed that he would just be calling me to tell me that he was at home and everything was fine. But instead, my best friend told me about his leukemia diagnosis. And since then, he's faced so much hardship, but every time he's overcome it with strides, and it's been thoroughly impressive for everyone. And we're all so lucky to have supported him throughout this journey, and he's met everything with grace. And now, luckily, he's in remission, and he's doing really wonderful, and we're all so lucky to be part of his support system.
Got a fear, oh, in my blood. She was carried up.
Like, I've learned so much just how, just to be grateful, you know? Like, when I was over there and with the medicine and throwing up and everything, I just couldn't, there were moments where I was, bawling, and I couldn't stop, thanking my mom for letting me fly, and, calling people and just being like, you're freaking awesome, I miss you, I love you, you know? So it just taught me, getting out of bed is a privilege, you know, that, right now I'm trying to get back, you know, but it's just something that I always thought was, no problem, you know, whatever. And, there were times where my mom was like, hey, let's go for a walk, and I was like, no, I'm playing video games, which is, now is just the stupidest thing, you know, I would never say that again. I mean, believe it or not, having leukemia and all that, I think has made me, a happier person. You kind of I felt like I kind of made a promise to whoever, or Ryan, that, if I get down on myself, it's just never going to happen. So you just got to stay positive. I think the thing I missed most about in-person school is just kind of seeing everybody. But being in school really forced me to be more social, and talk to friends and just have a good time with friends. There's a lot to miss, you know. Of course, it'd be great if we could all just be like, oh, COVID's over, hugs, whatever. But I feel like, especially for our grade, we really kind of struggled through COVID, you know. I think it's making all of us more mature. At least it has for me. Yeah. So I don't think I would want to, erase all of it and say it didn't happen, even though it's been a pretty for me, just gonna say. But I think it's all for the better. So we've definitely had a rough go of it, but I think it's making us all better people and more mature, which I think I don't think I'd trade that for normalcy. If I was all back to normal and everything was back to normal, I just go outside, have a good time, see everybody, as many people as I could, I've gotten so much support from the outside, way more, people from way out there who I don't remember or never met or, didn't know at all, period. Just sending me support and texts and emails and, and they had that box of letters too that a lot of you guys did. So it's just that, and the quilt too, by the way, if this goes in the documentary, thanks, that thing is awesome. We have it hung up on our wall right there. It's just a testament to Ryan. He's a great kid. This would be a lot harder if I didn't have that to hold on to and push through. But it definitely sucks, That's if that was the one thing I could change, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. When I first got here 4 weeks ago, I could barely get in the chair, I couldn't really move my legs. And now I'm up and walking in 4 weeks, and they said you can the recovery time for the kind of thing I have is about a year, and then after a year you kind of stop getting better. So I mean, I can start walking in 4 weeks. I think I'll be fine. You know, so that's good. No, but yeah, miss everybody. Hopefully, I'll see you all soon. We're getting it done. So that's pretty much all I can say at this point.
So don't you tell me that it's just a show. Who are we to wonder where we're going? Who am I to tell me who I am? Let's take it back and take in every moment. Who am I to tell me who I am? Who are we to wonder where we're going? Tell me who I am.
How do you envision senior year?
The best year in our high school experience. The dynamic is really strong in our grade, and I feel like it's going to be a really good year.
We're going to make the most of it. We get to be with each other. I don't think we'll let that opportunity slip by.
Hopefully we can go back to the usual Vitoledo way of our grade just joking around on campus.
I think it'll be difficult because it won't be the same, at least not right away.
It's definitely hard coming into a new school, like when you're online, but I'm like so lucky to have like such amazing people around me.
But your eyes tell me who won't be there. I gotta learn how to love without you. I gotta carry my cross without you. Stuck in the middle and I'm just about to figure it out without you. And I'm done sitting home without you. Fuck, I'm going out without you. I'm gonna tear this city down without you. I'm going Bonnie and Clyde without you.
I miss you guys.
I envision senior year in person with masks. I don't know about social distancing or not, but all I know is that like we're probably going to have to wear masks.
I've always envisioned it since I was like small. As you know, we were all really tall and we were all really strong. But now I envision us together, at least. I love you guys, and I love you guys.
Me anyway, but your eyes tell me you won't be there. I gotta learn how to love without you. I gotta carry my cross without you. Stuck in the middle and I'm just about to figure it out without you.
Yeah, it's been a bad year. If I could go back and not have any of this, I would. I guess I'm just looking forward to the normalcy.
But here we are. After seeing the loss of light in the depths of leukemia, we are still standing, each at our windows watching the world spin. And on the days it feels so unfair, the sun could rise amidst our pain. You should know that the world is waiting for you, that there is so much hidden exquisiteness you have yet to uncover. So while we all sit at our windows and dream of somethingness, know that flowers still bloom in the shade.
I hope we can really make it a fantastic year, because I think we all deserve a little break from all this, all the bad things and stuff. Enjoy life while you can, 'cause stuff can happen in a blink of an eye.